I love the word mensch. Just like a lot of Yiddish, there isn't an exact translation that suffices, but it means doing the right thing, being a good person, thinking of yourself in the context of the bigger picture.
Get into it or really find out what a mensch is when a person does what he believes in doing. So to me, a mensch is someone that's true to himself and behaves in a certain way. He's not ashamed. He'll tell you what he does and how he feels and what he thinks. So a mensch doesn't have to disguise himself. He's consistent. He is who he is, and you never have a surprise. He moves along in a certain way, and you can count on that. You can count on the way he talks, the way he feels, the way he treats other people. You can measure his kindness. You can do many things. To me, that's a mensch.
Mensch, it's a decent person.
What is a mensch? A mensch is somebody that's loving, caring, and thoughtful, that helps people even though sometimes they don't need help.
A mensch has integrity. A mensch has compassion for others. A mensch gives people the benefit of the doubt. And a mensch does the right thing.
If any dictionary was looking for an example of a mensch to put in their book, this person would be an absolute definite to be that. He is everything good that a human being can be.
Mensch is so genuine, so thoughtful, so caring. He's such a good person and really helps everybody and makes everybody feel good inside.
A mensch is someone who is caring, someone who's not selfish, someone who is empathetic, the ability to put others first. A mensch is a kind person who gives to the community, gives to the family, gives to friends, is loved by everyone. A true mensch is someone that you know, someone that you look up to, someone that you love.
A good person is a person who lives their life with pride, humility, and integrity. A mensch is a person who takes his talents given by God and uses them to help other people improve their lives.
A mensch can be giving tzedakah, being nice to people, do good deeds, and
so what is the definition of a real mensch? Somebody who every time you see them, they have a smile on their face. Someone that you ask for advice and not only gives you advice from their wisdom, but from their heart. Somebody that makes not only you, but makes the world a better place. That is a real mensch.
Muy bien. Todo está muy bien, todo perfecto.
a mensch is that when there's people on the street and they're poor and they don't have any money and they only have one set of clothes, just give them some more clothes so they're not dirty, and also give them a little bit of money, like $200, so they can buy themselves maybe a tent or maybe food if they have leftovers.
Okay, friends, at this point you're probably thinking, what is Project Mensch? The truth is, I don't even know. But let me tell you a story about why we're all here today. In this room, there is a young man, a wonderful young man, who is a friend to all of us. About a year and a half ago, this person, who is the supermensch, lamented to me the fact that so many of his clients, or patients, or friends, family, people who this wonderful person always helps, and everyone in this video is talking about that person. He came over to me and lamented the fact that there's a little booklet called Answers. It is written by Tzvi Friedman. It's based on talks given by the Rebbe, and it was completely out of print. Hence, he couldn't give it out to his friends anymore. So he gave it to me and said, Mendel, see what you can do about it. I told him I'll take care of it. And he looked at me and said, Mendel, like always? And I took the book, and a year and a half later, still nothing happened. But my friend, I did. So now, all of us who are here in this room got together and printed thousands of copies, new copies in your honor. And you know who this person is. It is none other than
my husband.
M-A-S-H, Shawn Mash.
Shawn Mash.
Shawn Mash.
Shawn Mash.
Shawn Mash. S-W-M.
Shawn Mash.
Shawn Mash.
Dear friends, no one is here for no other reason. You can keep your speech for the 36th dinner of Chabad. Throw it in the garbage, we don't need it. Today, it's about you. And one, I have to tell you something. Shawn, you can take your copy you gave me a year and a half ago back. And we printed literally thousands of copies, and inside the book, it is written that it's all in honor of our dear friend Shawn. So, Velvel, this is for you this morning. And amidst Hashem, we're going to take the book. I want everyone to sign their names on it. And we're going to send half of the books to Aleph Institute. I spoke to Mendel, and he's going to give it out to all the soldiers, prisoners, and so on and so forth. And the rest will deliver to you, Shawn. So you'll have him bis 120 to give them out bis Unterheben. Yashu Koyach. Now there's a few people who want to say a few words to you.
Shawn, I was actually woke up. I remember talking with Rabbi Dabrowski about what we were doing today, and I couldn't remember if he wanted anybody to say anything. I thought he said maybe you get a chance to say a few words, maybe you won't. And I woke up this morning very early, as unfortunately usual. I stayed in bed, but I woke up and I was thinking, did Rabbi ask me to say something today? And I just couldn't remember. And I was thinking, well, if he did, what would I say? And almost like I am right now, I started crying. And I said, thinking to myself, what would I say about Shawn? I said, Shawn is the only other person in the world who I view as a father. And I'm so blessed in my life to have my dad at almost 90 years of age, who gives me some wisdom, but nothing like what you give me. You helped me through the worst times of my life. You've helped me in the best times of my life. You helped my children. And so, what I want to say is I love you. Sorry.
We have a cardiologist here.
Literally, I was crying this morning.
The rabbi asked me to speak, and literally, I can't speak very well anyway, so what I did was I put a memory together. And since it's going to be hard to hear me, I'm going to give out a couple of copies so we all can follow through. Rabbi MIT put together this wonderful badge, so I thought I'd tell you a bit of what I know about math. Its experiences can make for a great story, and our friend Matt certainly has quite a history. Its formative 10 years were during the Depression, and those years certainly could have caused a negative impression. Those times could have created a great deal of strife, but instead it gave Shawn important lessons of life. As a child with minimal resources, the family would settle, but that probably taught Shawn how to advantageously peddle. He became a consummate master of sales, and selling door to door provided him with many great tales. It provided him with material things abound, and life appeared sunny. That was until he realized that a fulfilling life cannot be bought with money. Thus he realized that he had to make a change in his life, and fortunately that is about the time that Zelda became his wife. He wanted to learn and teach, yet fear was an impeding source. But there was not time to ponder with Zelda's demanding force. Inexperience, his first synagogue job provided him minimal pay, but he became a true student of Hebrew and Judaism along the way. The synagogue got quite a big surprise when their most successful youth group, Shawn, did organize. Over those years, he developed a passion for learning. A passion was never stopped burning. He learned handwriting analysis, and hypnotherapy has provided him his present gig. And boy, has he made it big. Big is in touching people's lives and making a difference. And he does it all with hypnotic inference. When a patient's anxiety and feeling his mind is about to blow, Shawn can provide the technique of making his mind span slow. And if you happen to go astray, Shawn can help you find your way. Living young at heart has nothing to do with age, and Shawn certainly shows us how to set that stage. Shawn is certainly a special man, as witnessed by the respect he commands. We are taught that a good reputation is worth far more than gold. And Shawn's stature in the community has never grown old. Compassion for others he certainly does not lack. He'd gladly give you the shirt off his back. His genteel manner is truly the norm, but when necessary, he can come at you like a storm. He has a zest for discovering Torah's important life's lessons, and I love every one of our philosophical Torah lessons. When I'm stubborn with views of which I'm certain, my friend Mash is always able to raise another curtain. He's smooth and makes his point without preaching. Over the years, I know we have all benefited from his teaching. To all of us, Shawn has been a special friend. He's developed relationships with us all that will never end. As I stand here, I know all you feel the same. Our feelings for the MASH man can never be tamed.
Rabbi didn't call me and ask me. I wasn't prepared, but that's fine. I've been trained by the master. It's for us, and I have to say us. Where'd Nikki go? And Bruce.
Standing right here.
Okay, I say us because they normally ask me to stand up and talk, which I'm glad. See, this is what it's all about. It makes us all feel so good when we hear everything that you all say, because
He's our dad. And most of us don't like to share very much. But when it comes to Dad, we're happy to share. Because we never feel like we're sharing. Because if we need anything, he's always there for us. Just as he's always there for all of y'all. And it's just, he's so special. And when you say Dad is so special, you have to say in the same word, and sentence that Zelda's so special. Because the two of them together are our parents. And they're one. So we both of them equal one whole, which is wonderful. So we love you, and it's such an honor to be here with everybody. So thank you.
El Presidente.
And I have that book with me every day.
Well, you can get an extra copy today. I have to tell you before Michael speaks, one Friday night, now Shawn will remember. One Friday night, as Shawn and Zelda are walking into the house, right before candlelighting, a UPS truck stops. And he's delivering a whole bunch of boxes. And Shawn says, "What are these schmuckers being brought into the house?" And these were the books. They just came from the printer. So I quickly grabbed them and put them away because anything he sees, he reads. So I put it away quickly and had on top of it says answers. I said, nothing. It's some, I don't know.
Well, as Jenny and I are some of the newer people here, I look around. Relationships here with the Mashes go back many, many, many years. One of the things when we first moved to Dallas and came to Chabad, the opportunity to meet Shawn and Zelda, and of course, it truly amazes me how they have relationships with people of all ages. And as Dr. Milstein said, really appreciate the advice, the time, everything that you spend. You're truly one of the most remarkable people that we've ever met. So blessed to have you as a friend, as a member of our community. Can't thank you enough for everything. It's my life as well. Through good times and bad, Shawn has always been there. I enjoy our Friday night. We call you from wherever I am in the world to wish you a good Shabbos. I just want to say that you look around, everyone here loves you very, very much. We're truly blessed to have both of you and your family in our lives. Thank you.
Shawn.
Superman.
Yeah.
You talk about being surprised. When he asked me to speak a few words, I said, "What do you want me to say?" Say you work it out when you get there.
Did you get it?
I don't know if you really realize how many invisible lines that are going on in this room. We're all connected. And each line, each person here has a special insulation of love. When it comes to Chabad, you have to realize, I was in the rabbi's business for about 10 years, and maybe more, and then walked away and went and talked to another rabbi for another 10 years, until someone came, Roy Hershler, said, "I want you to meet this little rabbi." I said, "I'm not meeting many rabbis, I have enough rabbis." He said, "No, you'll come with me anyway." So I go with him, I walk in the house, and the first thing I see is this gorgeous kosher woman. And then I see these two kids, and then I see this fella, of course his hair was black, so it was mine. Now it's white, so it was mine. So he looks at me, you expect someone to say hello, be nice. He says, "Well, what's your name?" I said, "My name is Ron Nash." He says, "What kind of name is that for a Jewish boy?" So first he embarrassed me, then he insults me, and he says, "What did your mother call you?" I said, "Zoe." She said, "Now we can talk." And that was the beginning of a relationship that's just unbelievable. We talked together, we worked together, We worry together, and he always said to me, what are we going to give these kids? They got everything. I said, they got everything except they got a hole in their soul. I said, everyone's got, but these kids really got a hole in their soul. And we start working and we start teaching, we start working together. And then an amazing thing happened. And I don't know how it happens, but everybody who came to Chabad came not with a closed hand, but with an open hand. And everyone you meet, and everyone I did meet, even to this day, I need a root canal. So go see my friend over there and give me a root canal. I didn't ask for a discount. Here I get a discount. I mean, no one here in our synagogue has ever said no to anybody. They never said no. No matter what it is, you want something? Okay, if I can't get it, I'll get it for you. And that's what Rabbi Dabrowski and Bela and all the kids, not just him and his wife, but all the children, always, everyone that walked in, they always felt connected. And that's, I guess, what we do. We try to impersonate, and we try to be the glue that he is. So every Jew that's out there that's not connected, we reach out, we embrace, and we're connected. And thank you so much for this honor that really all of you should share, not just me alone. Thank you.
So I'm going to give my first roast, and everybody who wants to do something, I have to tell you about the first time I went to visit Mr. Mash in his office. He had a young secretary, happened to be his wife. I did not know that Zelda's his wife. She looked very intimidating. And I walked in and she says, do you have an appointment? I said, yeah, I thought Roy Hirschberg made an appointment for me. So she spoke to Shawn. He said, yeah, let him come in. So I came in and I say to Shawn, so tell me what you do. He had these very impressive couches that you sit. I was never in a psychiatrist, psychologist, or counselor's office. In my principal's office, yeah. But never in an office like this. And I had this fancy couch. I felt very uncomfortable. He sat me down. He says, I'll tell you what I do. He says, I put people to sleep when they have anxiety. What do you want to do? I started talking. The next thing, he's out. Shawn is out. He's sleeping, and I'm sitting down. This young rabbi. I show off my speech on Shabbos. The first guy, out. So I didn't want to wake him up. So I quietly walk out. Zelda says, the meeting is over so fast, I was afraid to tell him I put the guy out. I said, yeah, I think I'm going to meet him some other time later. And I just went out of the office. And then we got on the phone and we spoke. So that was my first meeting with my friend Shawn Mash. And he's been sleeping wonderfully since then. Ladies and gentlemen, say l'chaim. Let me turn you around. And anybody who wants to say a good word to this young gentleman, bevakasha.
I have something to say.
You go first.
Nobody ever says no.
Take one.
There was a time that Shawn was affiliated with another